Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 8th podcast, the 8th BBAF Podcast. We're coming to you live on MLK's birthday, 94 years later, and I think it's going to be a good banger today. Before we get into any of the stories that we have planned, I wanted to say a personal note about MLK and what he means to me. MLK is basically my great-grandfather, if I want to be real with y'all, in terms of his impact, not biologically. But I have his poster up. Obviously, he has a very important role in my life, and he reminds me that sometimes doing the right thing is more important than doing what's right in the moment. I think people get that confused sometimes. So I think if we just move as though there's an infinite amount of love that we can give, then we won't hurt people, and we will be able to do the best that we can do for ourselves and for others. I just wanted to say a little something to open up the podcast.
Amen.
Amen.
I have an infinite amount of love.
I wanted to ask you what you meant by doing the right thing, but not doing the right thing at the moment. What does that mean?
I just mean, in situations there can be something that seems apparent that's the right thing to do, and usually that thing is the selfish thing, right? So if you're in a troubling situation, and you can either do something that'll benefit yourself, or you could do something more generally that'll benefit yourself and others. I think you should do the thing that benefits yourself and others. And I think that's the thing that is more of a long-term play rather than the short-term plays of, self-gratification.
Speaking of MLK's birthday, Boston recently did a statue showing ceremony of the arms intertangling. Yeah, so let's I'm gonna I'll pull up an image when we edit the podcast, but quick roundtable, what are y'all's thoughts on the statue?
I think it's too
Abstract.
esoteric.
Quick roundtable, what are y'all's thoughts on the statue?
I think it's too
Abstract.
esoteric. Yeah, abstract. I guess, is that picture that it's based on a famous picture?
Apparently it is, right, Ronald?
It's fairly famous, I would say.
Okay, then I might just be uneducated because I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know either, unfortunately.
It makes sense when you see them side by side, but I wouldn't know that was supposed to be based on the picture, or maybe no one knew that, and then they were just they knew of the picture, and then they saw the statue, and then they found out the statue was supposed to be of the picture, and then connected the dots.
Yeah, it's getting roast. You go ahead.
I was just going to say, to a certain extent, that's what should be expected of a public work like this, right? It's supposed to elicit some kind of emotion, and in this case, I think for a lot of people, it's confusion. But that's causing people to do the research. They're going to see who's Coretta Scott King, what did she stand for? Who is Martin Luther King? What did he stand for? I mean, any tourist from China, we're not going to expect them to know anything about MLK in general. I would say so. They'll go and see the arms, and then they'll look up the name and figure out, oh, this is what he stood for. So I think it's kind of a good thing because it'll cause people to do their own research on MLK and his legacy, and Coretta Scott King and her legacy.
Do you think it was an intentional effect that the artist wanted, or?
I don't think it was intentional. I just think the artist was trying to be edgy or something of that nature. I mean, there's a million Martin Luther King statues that have his face in it, so I think he was just trying to reach for something, a little bit edgy. And I guess stylistically, not a lot of people agree with it, but I guess in terms of its greater purpose, I agree with that situation.
What do you think about the fact that it looks like a schlong?
I really didn't see
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask about.
I mean, I'm not gay personally, so I didn't see it that way. But I understand why other people might see it. I've never been from that perspective where I was holding a dick in my hands. But I guess yeah, exactly. I mean, if you've seen something like that, then I guess that imagery would be reminiscent.
I mean, specifically the way that the statue kind of depicts it. It's like holding it like a bazooka. I think I personally have experienced that.
Yeah, I just haven't, personally speaking.
So it hits close to home for me in that way.
So do y'all think it's disrespectful that it's being compared to a song?
No, it's not disrespectful.
No, I think it's really powerful imagery. Yeah, it's really powerful imagery because for me, it makes me feel comfortable in my sexuality and my experiences, knowing that other people share that experience.
So you think it's fine that people are comparing? It's people are interpreting in different ways. As long as people are having a reaction, y'all think it's
they're having a discussion about MLK, right? And this how many years has it been since she was assassinated by the FBI? I mean,
Whoa, let's get into that. What'd you say? FBI?
Well, yeah, he was assassinated by the FBI. Everyone knows that they had tapped his phone, and what was the guy's name that killed him? I already forgot, but
I
basically
already forgot to.
the FBI had been in contact with him as well. So it's not, it doesn't take a huge leap of logic to say that they were feeding him his exact coordinates. He knew that he would be in a motel in Tennessee, and bada bing, bada boom, he got shot in the head.
Why do you
Wasn't he
think
assassinated
people
by the
aren't
same
talking
guy that
about it?
Killed
Go
Abe
ahead.
Lincoln?
The guy that wait, what do you mean?
Wasn't he assassinated by the same guy that killed Abraham Lincoln and JFK?
Abraham Lincoln died 100 years before, so how would that remotely be possible?
You tell me.
What
People,
the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think that is the case. What you're getting at is that there's like a lot of coincidences between the assassinations of Lincoln and JFK. For instance, JFK was in a Lincoln motor car, and Lincoln was assassinated in Ford Theater. Like, there's a lot of like weird connections like that. But MLK, I think this was just like a one-off thing. Like, the FBI just didn't want him there. Towards the end of his legacy, he started promoting socialism as well. So I think that's part of the reason why he got assassinated.
And why do you think the media hasn't like pointed fingers at FBI? It's always been like he's been murdered by a racist or something like that.
I mean, the media exists to suck the FBI's fat, veiny cock, so I wouldn't be surprised that no one's ever brought this up.
People don't know that even Albert Einstein had like his shit tapped. Like he was under constant government surveillance when he moved to the U.S.
I mean, was he actually no? He didn't work for Nazis ever, right? He just
No,
came.
No.
but he was a proponent of socialism. Maybe I don't remember actually. I don't want to say anything incorrect, but I think he just wasn't like he didn't have a popular political opinion, and I think he was very vocal about his dissent or dissenting opinions. So government was very keen on keeping him in check, I suppose.
Yeah.
But he's also never a politician, which is kind of nuts. Like, why would they care if he's not even a politician? You know, that's like if the government were to spy on Dwayne Johnson.
They probably do. I know
Maybe.
China has tapped into John Cena, so
Yeah, they own that, man.
they own that man. Oh,
It's kind of sad, low key. Me personally, I wouldn't let that shit happen to me. I wouldn't be owned by an entire country like that. No one can own me. I'm decentralized, baby.
what if CCP said, "Hey, we'll pay you $10 million to make a dancing TikTok promoting China, just one video"?
I don't know.
No,
Wait,
10
how
mil-
much?
That's like if the government were to spy on Dwayne Johnson.
They probably do. I know
Maybe.
China has tapped into John Cena, so
Yeah, they own that, man.
they own that man. Oh,
It's kind of sad, low key. Me personally, I wouldn't let that shit happen to me. I wouldn't be owned by an entire country like that. No one can own me. I'm decentralized, baby.
what if CCP said, "Hey, we'll pay you $10 million to make a dancing TikTok promoting China, just one video"?
I don't know.
No,
Wait,
10
how much?
million.
Wait, how much?
10 million
10 million RMB or $10 million?
USD.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing that shit. That's
Okay,
different. That's
you
different.
do a bean chilling dance.
I'll do a big chilling dance for $10 million. Yeah.
All right, what about 500K?
Yeah, 500K. Anything above like 10K, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, that's easy
That's
money.
easy money.
Just to do a dance. Come on, I'm doing that. Sam, you doing it?
But then right after, I'll say some disrespectful shit about the CCP. So I hope they know that's coming. But I mean,
Yes.
if my like eternal legacy has to be that I was a show for the CCP from that video, then nah, there's nothing worth that.
Was it? Wait. Sorry, say it again. What was it? 10K for
10K to make a CCP dancing show video for
bro for
China.
10K.
Yeah.
早上好，称我，现在我有冰淇淋。
You know that line too well, man.
You know that too damn well, bro.
Too
You're
well,
practicing.
dude. I don't know if you know Owen Drewski said what's that the vampire rapper, the chunky
Cardi?
one.
Oh, Mario Judah.
Yeah, when Mario Judah said the N word with the hard R, he said that's racist, right?
Yeah.
When I hear people say the line, the Chinese line, spot on, the Bin Ling line, spot on. It's not. I'm not saying it's racism, but it's just like it's like mesmerizing hearing like people who don't even know what the words mean say it like spot on, like perfectly.
It like transcended cultural barriers. Meme culture transcended like the language barrier.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. Yeah, I just have to come to terms with it. It's just like a little unnerving, but otherwise,
Uncanny.
it's quite interesting.
So if you see John Cena in the street, are you checking his shit or what? You jacking his shit or are you just gonna like walk by?
Dude, he's strong. Isn't he like 6'2", 6'1",
Okay.
jacked?
Okay, but if you don't like what he has to say,
Nah, he has CCP on his side. He's gonna like order like goons to come at me. Um,
and we do know
Yeah.
that CCP has a presence in the area of Texas that we live in. We won't go into the specific stories, but we do know that they have a presence.
Bro, John Cena would like pepper spray you with lagoma sauce.
wait. I wish we could try lagoma sauce, but I don't think it's vegan.
I think
There's
it
like
is.
the lagoma beef
Not the beef. kind.
dried beef, not the beef one. Yeah. So if you're talking about the non-beef one, that one should.
Bro, John Cena would like pepper spray you with lagoma sauce.
Wait. I wish we could try lagoma sauce, but I don't think it's vegan.
I think
There's
it
like
is.
the lagoma
Not the beef. kind.
dried beef, not the beef one. Yeah. So if you're talking about the non-beef one, that one should be vegan. But
Apparently,
it's basically.
you
Go
can't
ahead.
get the beef kind here, right?
Oh, that's true. How do you know this?
Are you a Chinese boo or something?
Dude,
bro? Oh, God.
are you already signing contracts with CCP? Like, what is going on?
Wait, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, but you're right. Yeah, the beef variant version of lagoma cannot be imported into the U.S.
Why not?
And that's because like
Oh, is
of
it
the beef
customs?
quality. Yeah, the beef quality isn't apparently like up to the FDA standard, so you can't import it. Which is interesting because Taiwan can't import U.S. beef, but they can import Australian beef, which is kind of interesting.
I think what they do that stuff to protect the farmers. Like they don't actually care about.
Which is kind of interesting.
I think what they do that stuff to protect the farmers. Like they don't actually care about the quality. They just were like, America has our own cows, so we're gonna use that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking
The
too.
agricultural industry is so insanely strong. Like it's got to be like second only to the oil industry and nat gas. It has a
Yeah.
lot of pull.
And I think it's like owned by like only a few companies. I remember like one of the Tyson's like inheritor. What's the word called? Like the person gonna inherit the company.
Heirs.
Yeah, one of the heirs for Tyson Chicken, like that big giant food conglomerate. He broke into a house drunk and slept on the person's couch.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like, and he's a CFO. He's a chief financial officer for that big company,
The
and he's
fuck?
doing reckless stuff like that. Very sus. And then at the company called Beyond Meat, they had another exec who came from Tyson, and he bit some guy's nose during a altercation at a football game. So
That's zesty, bro.
it's very zesty. Like these food companies are kind of zesty.
How you gonna put your mouth on another dude's nose? Like
That's not. You're promoting a vegan like product.
no, but the
You're
thing is,
biting-
they're not actually vegan. They're more just like alternative. You know what I mean? Like
Wait, they're not vegan?
they are vegan,
That's-
but they're not doing it for the vegan. Like when they're I'd say they're plant based, right? There's a difference between here's the difference between plant based and vegan, right? Plant based is like all these like trendy little Instagram girls are like, let me show you my oat milk smoothie, like type shit. Vegan is like niggas that are in the trenches, really about this animal liberation lifestyle type shit.
Wow. So
That's
you don't
the
even
difference.
consider them allies? So you wouldn't
No, I
consider
don't
them
consider
like
them allies, bro. I think
Wow.
that shit is cringe. Like I don't like they're basically co-opting the movement. Like imagining you're a feminist, right? And you just start spewing stuff like, oh, it's actually more feminist for women to stay in the household because then they're like treated better than men are, type shit. Like it basically takes the movement and then subverts it, and it's really disgusting. And if any of these like Instagram chicks that have like oatmeal smoothies and shit ever say anything disrespectful to me, I'm gonna check their shit. I'm gonna jack their shit.
Okay,
'Cause
wait. Let's clarify. So you don't fuck with them because they're doing it for the trend.
they're doing it for the trend, or they're doing it for like non-animal liberation. I started out
Wow.
vegan because like more like environmental concerns, but as I've done a lot of reading, for instance, Ed Winters' "This Is Vegan Propaganda" and other.
Oh,
less
plug the
about
book,
meat
plug the
industry. It's a good book. Ed Winters is kind of an op as well, just in terms of like competition, not even as in like his ideology. I agree with his ideology, but what I'm trying to say here is the only type of vegan you can really be is like an animal liberation vegan in a way, because
Wow. What about for health reasons?
yeah, I think that's bullshit. I think if you're
Wow.
only vegan for health reasons, then it's easy for you to find an alternative diet. Like it's just like a diet for you. But for me, veganism is a motherfucking lifestyle, bro. I live
Wait.
this shit every fucking day. This is made out of cotton, bro. This is made out of cotton. I don't wear any animal products. I don't have any animal products in this fucking house, bro. I take this shit deadly serious, bro.
How do you feel about pescatarianism?
Pescatarian doesn't even make sense. Like, what is the argument here that it's okay to kill fish and squids and like other
Fuck the fish.
sea animals, but it's not okay to kill like fucking bees or something? Like it just doesn't make sense.
I don't fuck with fish.
I mean, I don't have any pets. I don't like pets. I don't like the ideas of pets. I also think it's a form of slavery. I think having pets is worse than slavery, to be honest. I think MLK would agree with me on that.
You probably had a cat.
Okay, in a world where
Sorry,
wait, whoa,
that was
whoa, whoa.
that was a crazy statement. Y'all didn't even say anything.
No, say that one more
MLK
time.
probably had a cat.
I said having pets is worse than slavery.
What the fuck?
Y'all
Yeah,
didn't
you
check.
gotta,
No, y'all didn't check me on
no,
that.
you gotta dial that back down. I was like trying to think of another thought to like
I mean,
to like
I'm just,
counter you, but you're just going on a tangent.
no, I mean, I'm just thinking of like that one meme where the girl had like her dog was missing, and her only picture she had of her dog was like the dog licking her ass when she put like peanut butter. She put like
Wait, when did this happen? Yo, how did you find this story?
That's what I'm saying, bro. You find the weirdest
This,
stuff.
this is not on CNN. CNN is not putting this on their channel.
Bro, you found this on XTubes, or whatever it's called.
she posted a picture in the mirror where she was in doggy and the dog was licking her asshole.
That's literal animal abuse.
And
That's
she was like,
literally- yeah.
"My dog ran away. This is the only picture I have of him."
Oh no, that's
That's
fake.
scam.
That has to be fake. That's
Scam.
the person probably got like a video from a bestiality video and it's like
Or they're trying
Add
to
it down,
promote,
Reddit.
promote their OnlyFans or some shit. There's, I think someone recently did something like that, or they did something with like necrophilia. Like it's always just a ploy to promote their OnlyFans.
I mean, look, all I'm saying is like, have you really had a pet if
Nah,
you haven't?
oh stop, dude. I know you're about to say something flagrant. No,
Stop.
dude, don't go there.
Put...
Listen, we are not pet harmers. I know Ronald is very against like animal harm. So Sam even has a cat, so we're not
I
involved
be
in
putting
that
peanut
stuff.
butter on my.
No, you don't do that. You do not
That's
do
even,
that.
That's not even
Stop.
a cat thing. That's a dog thing, first of all. Or
A
is
cat.
it? Is it a cat thing? Oh, okay. I didn't know. You informed
Cats
me.
eat peanut butter? I did not know
No,
that.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I probably would not feed my cat peanut butter.
Okay, but I want to ask. So, in a world where everyone turns vegan, but part of the reasons, the reasons going to be different. So, half the world did it because of health reasons. Half the world did it for animal reasons. Do you think there's still going to be beef?
Well, let me bring up a nice example that kind of puts this into context in ways that like people of the modern day will understand, right? Because today, killing animals isn't seen as bad, right? That is what it is. It's just a fact. There's no laws against it, right? You can kill a cow, you can kill a dog if you're gonna eat it. I mean, it varies from place to place, but
You can kill a dog.
you can euthanize a dog, for example, like without their consent, I guess. So think about in slavery, right? It's very well known that the North was against slavery, South was for slavery, but in the West, they were actually against slavery. And it's not because they liked black people, it's because they hated black people so much that they didn't want them in their state, right? So it's kind of
Wait, is that the actual reason?
that's the actual reason. Like Oregon,
my God.
Oregon, for example, right? They were very adamant about not having slavery when they like incorporated as a state because they didn't want any black people in Oregon at all, right? Not even as slaves. And then you can also think of the reason of being like, oh, you're taking jobs away from white people. The same way that people today don't want, Mexican immigrants or South American immigrants because it takes jobs away from white people. It's kind of the same idea, right? So there's like, that was all. There's a fire truck. It's all behind this like banner of no slavery, but within it there's multiple factions, right? Obviously there's like that isn't like a cohesive movement, right? People used to say things like, oh, like these kind of liberal movements have like a big tent policy where there's like a lot of people from different ideologies like all working together, but factually, if you still have people hating black people to that extent, then that causes Jim Crow to happen, right? And that Jim Crow lasted for 90 years, right? So I just think if we have people promoting veganism and it's not for animal liberation, then we're gonna have the same thing where it's like there's gonna be some kind of Jim Crow for animals where it's like we can still exploit them for labor but we can't kill them or something like that. And I feel like that just goes against everything that I stand for. Just to boil things down into a little analogy.
Yeah, that clarifies a lot.
But yeah, people used to be like I feel like low-key hating black people so much you don't want them in your state is worse than slavery. That's pretty crazy, bro.
Pretty base if you ask me.
I also whoa.
Sorry.
Dude, I need to like slow my replies because I need to catch what y'all say before y'all let go of the mic.
Living in Dallas is getting to me.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way Dallas is that racist.
Wait, are you talking about like Grapevine or Dallas?
Grapevine. Actually, no, not even Grapevine. Do we want to say I live in Grapevine? Is that too personal?
Bro, no one's gonna watch this and come to freaking Grapevine.
Yeah, I'm about to dip anyway.
I feel like our everyone's just watching the shorts. Like we get like hundreds of views on the shorts and then like 50 views on the full length podcast, which is interesting. I think that's how it should be in the initial stages because we're getting our reach out there. I also think we should start saying like verbally saying subscribe to our shit because I notice everyone says that, but we don't say that and we're not getting.
Oh yeah, I saw a video. It's 100% effective. Yeah, it's like we gotta start doing that.
Like and subscribe, bitch. Nah, but when we went to Dallas, I'm gonna be completely real with you. Like on MLK's grave, bro, there were some fine ass black girls there. So I'm like, is it really that bad? There's no way.
Wait.
Yes.
Grapevine?
Yes.
I'm trying to remember.
I kept
I know
noticing.
when we were at the train station. We were at the train station. There was someone that there was a girl walking with a guy. You remember that? They were like walking to the left, and we were walking like across the tracks towards the hotel.
I actually don't remember that. I was thinking at like that little like like Asian place where there's a Japanese
K-Town?
store. Yeah, there, and
Yeah,
then
but-
also the Kroger. The Kroger was
But-
insane. The population density of finance black girls was like off the damn charts.
But K-Town is where the damn shotties go. So I feel like K-Town is like an unfair depiction of the overall attractiveness level of like.
But the Kroger though,
entire area.
the Kroger.
Because you think it
is-
just concentrates in that one area?
Okay, Kroger. Kroger's interesting though because I don't know. It's like, would you guys consider Kroger like a high-end grocery store?
I consider it like HEB.
I wouldn't say high end. I'd say like middle class.
Have you ever been to Tom Thumb?
No, I haven't.
There's a Tom Thumb in Irving, like 15 minutes away from me. I actually was thinking about going there because there's a fucking piano in there, roped off. It's a kawaii piano, like a nice ass grand piano, in a fucking grocery store.
Do you have to like request to play it, or how does that work?
No, you just hop on that shit.
You said it was roped off.
I think you can just walk in though, like
Oh.
maybe like undo the ropes. I don't know.
Got you.
Maybe you have to ask, but I know people can definitely play on it, like
Alright.
randos.
Well, I'm coming down in like 2 months, so we're gonna hit that shit up, and I'm gonna.
Wait, to Dallas? Not to Dallas.
I want to be all over, bro. I'm gonna be all over.
I'm gonna be all over you.
City of Texas tour. I mean, state of Texas tour.
That's coming soon. BBAF Texas tour coming soon.
We're gonna film
How
a lot
hard?
of content, a lot of good content that's gonna get us viral. Like the rodeo thing. I'm actually planning like so hard for this shit, like dead ass.
The Houston rodeo or the Austin rodeo?
Houston
Is it
rodeo.
Austin rodeo?
Yeah, there is Austin rodeo. I did research on that. Dude, I literally have gone on Google Maps and gone to the places that the rodeo is gonna be held and looked for like public sidewalks because you can do. I looked up the rules, like the bylaws of Austin and Houston as well. You can have any public protest as long as it doesn't obstruct the sidewalk, and you can have it on the sidewalk without a permit.
Oh, and it's free. The rodeo's free in those areas.
No, it's not. It's not that the rodeo is free, but they lead up to the rodeo, and they're public sidewalks, so I can protest there
Oh.
no matter what. Like I can't be. So my plan is to go in like normally, buy a ticket and everything, right? Record like some really flagrant stuff, like people whipping me and stuff like that. I'm saying this all like ahead of time. It's gonna be really wild when like the rodeo people are trying to like find out who I am and like all this stuff, and they're gonna look back at this.
You're
and,
gonna go on the news.
I was playing this shit like 2 months in advance. Like this is some Dylan Roof type shit.
We gotta get the BRZ ready. Sam, we gotta get the BRZ ready just in case like shit gets wild.
This is some
It's gonna get
Adam,
wild.
this is some Adam Lanza shit.
Oh, yo, don't compare yourself to Adam Lanza. Do not do that. Don't do that.
He said Dylan Roof, and we didn't say anything.
Oh, who's Dylan Roof? Forgot who he
He
is.
was a Charleston church shooter.
Oh my god.
Planning this shit out 2 months in advance.
Wait, I thought Dylan was one of the Columbine dudes.
That was Dylan Klebold.
Oh. How do you know all the names? Who was
Who's
the
a
other one?
fantasy?
Who was the other one?
I think his name was Eric. I forgot his last name. Aaron or Eric?
It was Eric.
Yeah, Eric.
Bro, you're wild.
Not as well as Timothy.
No, we gotta get the
McVeigh.
content. We gotta get the content.
Timothy McVeigh,
Oh, what'd you say? Who's
that?
that again?
the Oklahoma City bomber.
Oh.
Or Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber.
Based.
He was kind of base, let's be real.
I told my coworker about Ted Kaczynski.
What did they
What
say?
did he say?
Or he-
It's like I don't know. I said it in the context of like we've progressed too far as a society. Technology was a mistake.
That's a wild ass joke to make if they're not cool with that kind of humor.
No, he's chill. I was hanging out with him today.
Okay, but yeah, I can't make that joke at Yale because like he literally sent bombs here, and one of the professors got his eye blown up from that shit.
He said bombs to Yale.
Yeah, he sent a bomb to the CS department, and like one of the guys that got like hit is still working here.
Have you met him?
Oh shoot! So you saw him without the eye.
No, he has a glass eye now.
Oh,
Have you met him?
No, I've never met him. I've never seen him. I just know he works here at the CS department.
Does he look goofier or less goofy than Mr. Hill?
Less goofy, I think. I've seen like interviews. Seems less goofy. Mr. Hill was
give some context to who Mr. Hill is.
he was I think he taught economics, but I had him for government during my senior year, and he's very very left leaning. I feel like a lot of teachers in Texas aren't left leaning, whereas like basically any other place, like all the teachers are left leaning pretty much. But he made it very pronounced. He wasn't like announcing it, but you could just tell from like how we talked about different aspects of government. And like, I think Trump was the president for this period, right? So he would say things about Trump, and it's like kind of revealed his hand there. I honestly don't have a personal issue with a teacher having a leaning left or right, because I know like most of my teachers throughout high school were like right leaning, I would say. So it kind of balances out, I think. Anyways, that's who he was, but he was kind of a goober. He had like a lazy eye, I guess you would say, or like a glass eye or something. I don't know. I never really looked. But yeah, low-key, I was just sitting in the back talking to Asim like half the time, so
Whenever I was talking to him, I never knew which eye to look at.
No, that's flagrant.
That's,
I'm not even
that's
kidding.
so
I'm not
mean.
even
Just
kidding.
look at one of them.
bridge.
You're good.
Yeah, just
just
look at the
being real.
bridge. That's what I used to do sometimes. You can't tell if they're looking like right here. People can tell if you look above though. That's like a trick, a little psychological trick to throw people off and make them insecure. If you look at like this part of their head instead of their eyes.
I think I know what video you're referencing.
What video?
Oh wait, never mind.
I feel like it's like a common psychological
Yeah.
concept. Like I don't know if it's like a single one, but yeah.
I look at people's mouths when I talk to them. I don't know if that's weird.
Not
It helps
necessarily.
me. It helps me like interpret what they're saying.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's that weird. I look people dead in their eyes because I'm trying to intimidate them, like dead
I look
ass.
I look at people's dick print.
I do that
God.
sometimes. I've never
know.
seen one bigger than mine though in the wild. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You haven't seen
Cut.
one of them.
Cut.
I haven't seen yours. I actually haven't.
Back on
seen
topic.
You never looked
Back
at
on
mine
topic.
because I've always been bricked up when I'm talking to you.
Oh my god. How do we get from like? Nah, no more dick.
I mean, it would literally be like
Dollar
poking
bag.
like poking through the zipper if I had it unzipped. Like you would see it. Side note: you guys know like in men's underwear how they have like that little pocket.
Mhm.
What is that for?
It's for sticking your dick out when you're peeing at a urinal.
Do people do that?
I do that.
I just pull it all the way down.
I just pull my pants all the way down to the
No,
floor
y'all don't do that.
No, not all the way down. No,
and
no,
lift
no.
my shirt up.
Y'all don't do that.
Dude, I
People
remember
used to do
people
that in
did that in
middle
elementary
school.
school.
Yeah.
Middle school?
I mean,
Who?
like special ed students sometimes.
Wait.
Okay.
Weren't there kids that would shit in the urinals?
Yeah, that happened once.
I remember
No.
Henry and I think we had Carrillo in 7th grade, and like someone shit in, or 8th grade maybe. Someone shit in the corner of the bathroom.
Every week, same spot every Tuesday.
We used to put like
Every
soap
Tuesday.
on it.
Yeah, we put soap on it because it was steaming. Like when we opened, I don't know who saw it. I can say the first name, Cameron. He's like, "Oh my god, there's a shit in the corner of the stall." And we all look like there were like 5 dudes in one stall next to one piece of shit. It was big. Like it was as big as someone's like head. It was that much shit.
You
It
know
was
that meme?
steaming.
You know that meme where the nurse in the hospital is like running with the big like
Oh my
bucket
God.
of shit?
Yeah,
It's
that was
like
massive. No, this
That
was
shit
like
was like-
this was like a pile though.
The shit was like this, and then like a foot and a half long.
No, I have seen that picture. That's wild. And her face just says it all. Like she's gonna quit that day for sure.
How does that fit out your asshole? That's the
They had to
question.
cut it out. They had to cut it out, right?
No, I think if imagine you're like 400 pounds or something, like you're gonna be taking shits that big every day. Dead ass. Because
Can an asshole even be that size?
I don't think your
Yeah.
sphincter grows with your body weight though.
No, but like I feel like over time it just stretches. Because think about how much like you have to eat to maintain 400 pounds of body weight. Like you're eating at one time you're eating like 5 pounds of food easily.
But wouldn't it just be long and not like wide?
And no,
Yeah,
I mean
good
these
point.
people aren't like healthy shitters, bro. Like they're gonna have like condensed hard shits that just stretch your ass out.
Oh, but it's like that big. Oh, that's pain.
You can definitely your ass can stretch more than you would know.
I mean, I do have some experience with that.
Stop
so-
doing that stare. No,
I mean, I can see that.
no, you can't see that.
You can't
This
see-
you just said this big. There's no way
Well,
you
I
can
mean,
see that.
I've seen like how my ass can stretch, so I can kind of. Anyway,
What?
what's the longest shit that you guys have taken?
Mine's been like a
Um,
foot and a half at least.
Foot and a half?
That's it.
Like where
No, foot and a
Foot and a
half
half?
is like this
That's
long.
long.
That's
That's
it.
long. That's poking out a toilet long.
I've taken a 2 foot long shit before
Jesus Christ.
How do you not break it? Why wouldn't you just break it like once it gets like to 1 foot?
because I kind of want to see like
Like,
how
snip
long
it.
it can go. And also when I snip it, like I have to wipe more because it kind of smears.
How do we get out of this rabbit hole?
All right, I want to bring up a story. Wait, your
Okay,
your camera
okay.
just defocused for some reason. Okay,
Alright.
there it goes. Wait, actually no. What do we have in the docket? Because this is like a random story that I just thought about.
Right, what we have in line is the Andrew Callahan apology video and market pump, GPT-4 hype, Jaguars versus Chargers, gambling degeneracy.
All right, you can. Oh, glasses.
Yeah, glasses.
It's my
Oh,
UV
doesn't you?
blockers.
I need to get some.
Wait, I didn't tell you guys. I'm gonna get LASIK soon,
Damn.
very soon. I'm wearing contacts right now, but soon I won't have to.
What
Have you
is?
seen the meme where it's like how people with colored eyes look at you?
I haven't seen that meme, but talk about your decision to get LASIK. What prompted
Oh,
it?
I don't know. I have the worst eyesight of anyone that I've ever met, including my grandparents when they were alive. I've never met anyone with worse eyesight than me, and it kind of sucks not being able to see 2 feet in front of you when you're not wearing glasses, and contacts are kind of a pain. So, getting a LASIK. I have an evaluation in like 2 months, and then after that, hopefully by like halfway through the year, I will have corrected vision.
Godspeed. That's great.
Okay, but do you know everything that goes into LASIK?
Yeah.
Like you know how it will be.
My mom had it.
Okay. I just
It's
want
What are you
also one of
implying? What are you
It's
implying?
also one of the most common if not the most common elective procedure.
No, it's common. I'm just saying I find the concept of LASIK very jarring.
Well, I do too, but also it's like done by a precision laser, so I kind of like trust it.
No, but like the part before that, where they have to use a scalpel to like cut off the cornea or something.
I think that's done by a laser too. They don't do that manually.
Oh, really? Okay, that might be.
You mean the flap?
I don't know what I feel like I saw like one of those like animated medical procedures, and like I saw some shit where like they like use a scalpel to cut off the cornea, and then they do the laser shit, and then they put the cornea back on. Whereas basically like because your eye has to be open and you have to be awake, basically you see like a scalpel coming into your eye and like cutting shit. Like,
Dude, just let him get LASIK, bro.
That's basically just the.
I'm not in it. Like I'm just saying I'm just talking about me personally, bro.
I don't think
too
that's
scared
the
to get that
cornea.
shit done.
I think that's just the flap. It's like the flap of skin that protects your eye, and then, or not skin, but it's like a membrane, right?
Mhm.
And so they like cut a little bit and then peel it back, and then the laser does its shit, and then they put the flap back on. Like the flap goes back over and it heals by itself.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if you can actually see it. I don't know if because they do some kind of anesthesia. I don't know if it affects your vision at all. I'm not exactly sure, but I would do it anyway. I mean, just off of knowing how many people have had it, and it takes like 10,
The success
15
rates are
minutes.
pretty high, right?
Yeah,
So
like
good.
99 point something %. It's
99. I'll take that.
and
I just don't have a problem with contacts personally speaking. So like I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to bother.
I guess, yeah. But I'm also like I'm a germaphobe, so it takes me a long time to like put in my contacts, take out my contacts, and also just like I always have to worry about it when I'm outside. Like something gets in my eye, I'm like, oh fuck, I need to take out my contacts.
Okay.
And so what happens is that like most of the time I don't even wear them, and the problem is that I wear them when I want to look good, and if I'm not looking good most of the time, then most of the time I get caught lacking. You know what I mean? Like
Gotcha.
you're at the grocery store, you see someone Kim Kardashian-esque,
You like Kanye's new wife, who's Kim Kardashian-esque.
What's her name again?
I already forgot. She looks
Wait, what?
like in the face. She looks like Kim Kardashian, but her body is
I didn't see it.
it's not there.
When did he get married? I didn't know he even got married.
I didn't see
I think it was
the Kim
recent.
K resemblance. Bianca Sensori.
Yeah.
I thought he was missing. Like, what happened? Like, did
I don't know,
they
bro.
find him?
No,
He was on his honeymoon, bro.
I think he's still in like a manic episode. Like I don't know, bro. He's
Kanye
always
West
manic.
claims he caught Kim Kardashian with Chris Paul in wild Twitter rant.
That's wild. When did that happen? Today?
Chris Paul, the State Farm dude,
The basketball player. He was on the Rockets for a little bit.
he was also on State Farm.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
That's how I first knew about him. Cliff Paul.
CP3. He's low-key trash when he was on the Rockets. I'm not gonna lie.
He
Really?
chokes in the playoffs. Like, he does well in the offseason, but when it comes to playoffs, he's just very bad.
I don't even watch basketball. I randomly looked up the standings for the Western Conference, and Rockets are literally dead last. That shit's disappointing. Like 15 out of 15, bro. How does that happen? Like I get like some team like goddamn Denver being the worst, but somehow Denver is the best team.
Denver Nugs.
Yeah, they're the best team.
Who's on the Nugs?
They got the
Nikola
tall...
Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic.
Who the
Murray.
fuck are all these like Croatians, Slovenians?
Dude, Europeans go hard in basketball, low key.
Yeah, Doncic is like goated now.
Whoa. How did this happen though? Like,
There's always been like a
wave check,
handful
wave
of
check,
like.
wave check.
No, I don't really have ways. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so I'm just trying to keep it moisturized and shit. But anyways,
Do you have to prepare for a haircut?
Yo,
no, I just like to the day before a haircut. I like to like super moisturize my head just so I don't have like dandruff. I'm getting my haircut.
You don't want to get caught lacking at the barber.
Exactly, bro.
Which country has the biggest?
no,
Average penis
no. Let's talk about
size,
the.
Congo.
No, my God.
No, biggest rate of basketball players coming to the U.S. Get your mind
Oh.
out of the fucking gutter.
It's the U.S. It's probably good question.
Croatia, probably.
Could be
Croatia.
Serbia. There's a lot
Oh
of
wait,
Serbia.
where's Doncic from?
I don't even know.
Slovenia.
Slovenia. Such a small country. Basically Italy.
Giannis is from Greece.
Yes, indeed. The Greek freak.
Dude is 6'11". Good lord.
It's not that tall. No, I'm kidding.
has
Dude,
a
my head's
7
probably at his crotch.
7 feet 3
Why
inch
would you say
wingspan.
that?
I'm
that
just
sucks.
imagining if I'm
That
going up
sucks.
against him.
Why would you
No,
think
just
that?
imagine. because the reason why I said that is because like imagine like you're defending him, and he just jumps over you and it's like his balls.
I would just,
Just hit your face like that.
I mean, if he like tries to dunk on me, I would just and draw the foul. You know,
The fuck?
That's too far. That's a flagrant.
I have no gag reflex. It would be fine. Like I would survive it, but I would draw the foul. You know what I'm saying?
When
This
men-
is a
when men
non-
say that, I always wonder how they figured that out. Because my friends here used to say that, and I was like, how do you know that specifically, bro? That's a wild thing to like experiment on yourself with. That's a
Are they
wild thing to
gay?
experiment.
Are they?
No, that's or not like not. They don't claim to be.
Sam, how do you know?
With my toothbrush.
No, that's what I'm saying. You experimented at some point. That's sus, bro. I'm sorry. That's a little zest.
All right, let's transition. No, let's transition. Let's talk about the Andrew Callaghan video, apology video.
You
Have you all watched it?
Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
I haven't.
No, that's staying in. That's staying in. I'm sorry, that's staying in.
I haven't watched it. I saw like someone reacting to it, and they're saying like he didn't address like the most serious concerns.
Can you guys tell me what even happened? Because I wasn't following it. I was just like,
Do a lot of. You get a lot of shit, bro. There's a lot of accusations, and they just keep getting worse. Low key.
What did he do?
Just like a serial sexual assaulter, basically, like forcing girls and like I don't know, bro. Just a lot.
Yeah, he pressured a lot of girls into sex and
It's also allegations of like minors being involved and shit.
yeah, minors.
Is
That
that
was
the
the
worst?
serious one.
I don't know if I gave that one as much credit because it wasn't like an actual like person coming out and saying it, but I do think it's kind of like within this behavior, like it's very sus for sure.
Is it worse than like Harvey Weinstein, or not as bad?
I don't think it's not
Um,
as bad as
It's
Harvey
not as bad.
Weinstein.
I don't think so. Like he
Not as
wasn't doing
bad?
it. He wasn't doing it to like control their careers. It was kind of just like random chicks that he was trying to like hit on. But he had like you know the Riz versus sexual harassment meme. Like he just was straight up sexual harassing, bro.
Wait, who's that guy who was also accused of sexual assault?
Justin Roiland. Or,
Just one. Have y'all
No,
seen the
it was-
text?
his was not sexual harassment. His was worse.
Dude.
His was kidnapping and like domestic violence and battery.
What?
What? I only saw the text messages.
Yeah,
No,
me
no,
too.
no. That came after the basically in 2020 he had this girlfriend and she charged him with or she alleged that he basically like falsely imprisoned her and then beat her up essentially, which is wild, bro. That's some Andrew Tate shit. Like
Wait. Question: do you guys think like he created Rick and Morty, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys think like there has to be some level of like, for example, okay, if you're a comedian, you need to be a certain level of fucked up to be like really funny.
Mhm.
And similarly, like to make a show like Rick and Morty, you have to be some level of like edgy or fucked up or like
Definitely.
degenerate. And the same could be said for like if you're a billionaire, right? You have to be some level of like, abusing people and like just you have to be fucked up to basically be like
Generally, yeah,
successful.
I would agree.
I would also add like you need some level of intensity, and usually like intensity doesn't come from a very calm or very passive lifestyle. It comes from a life of controversy. I think it comes with a life of like chaos. So I'm not saying the chaos is not necessarily always going to be bad. I'm just saying it's like I think people in that field or people with that type of lifestyle tend to like have low chaotic lifestyles.
So you're saying for this to really take off, we have to be doing some flagrant shit.
Flagrant, but like I'm not saying the
Not
chaos is
illegal.
it has to be bad. Like it doesn't have to be illegal. I'm just saying it has to be controversial. It has to stir an emotional reaction in people.
Oh, I know how to do that.
Don't keep it a secret. Keep it a secret. Keep it a secret.
Wait, one
kidding,
thing
I'm
one thing I will say that I found interesting is that I haven't watched the Callahan allegations, but I think he mentioned somewhere something about alcohol and wanting to be sober or something, or at least from the comments, that's kind of what it seemed like. And then Justin Roiland in the like comments that he wrote to like the like minor basically that was like I want to fuck you, but I don't want to go to jail. Like he also said that he was like drunk while he said that.
Yeah, he was like, "How does it feel to be such a jailbait?" or some shit like, "Bro, this is
No, you have to be a
weird."
little like
No,
conscientious.
but
of-
I'm just saying like I feel like definitely I'm not saying they wouldn't do it if they weren't drunk, but Andrew Callahan was also like the girls said that he was drunk when he was doing this. I think the alcohol is. I'm not touching alcohol like that. Like let's
Drunk-
just put it like that. Like I've done
drunk
questionable things on
actions.
alcohol. I'm not gonna bring it up here because I don't want to incriminate myself on some Andrew Tate shit. But drunk, I know what you're about to say. You're about to say drunk actions don't like betray what you want to do. Like
No,
they
no,
kind
no,
of just
no.
like lower the like inhibiting nature of your conscience or something.
No, it's one of my favorite phrases. Drunk actions are sober thoughts. Because like, whenever I'm drunk, I never feel the need to like, concho someone random, right? Like, things that you wouldn't do while sober, like
You do that
usually-
sober though.
But then again, like I don't think about like.
Concho me,
doing- I don't
you
think about,
concho
like-
guys. Not
Wait, have I concho? I don't think I conchoed you.
no, you haven't. Okay, going.
I was just I didn't think about doing this. Like I feel like sometimes you just do stupid shit because you're drunk and you're not like thinking. There's definitely levels to it. I think.
Oh yeah,
I-
dude, show him
this
the
wasn't on
scar. Show
purpose,
the
though.
show
That wasn't on
the
purpose,
camera the
though.
scar.
That definitely
Oh, it
wasn't on
healed really
purpose.
well.
Wait. This is deja vu. We talked about this before.
No, we have.
Like we've had this exact moment,
Two
and you said
podcasts
that
ago.
exact thing. You said he healed really well, and he showed up his hand like this. I remember this. This is
I
fucking.
think we
my
did. I
brain.
think we have in the past.
Yeah,
we
no,
definitely,
we
we
didn't
definitely
work.
have 100%.
This was in like podcast 2 or some shit. Like this is fucking my brain. But
You're saying
I was
that's an
gonna
accident?
say.
It was an accident.
yeah, like I'm trying to put myself in your shoes because like you were just trying to get to the place. That's why you were climbing. the
Nah, dude. Like, me and Vaughn were trying to like tell him to not climb the fence, but Ronald starts skipping ahead.
Did
trying
he
to
realize
find-
it was barbed wire?
No, it was
No,
just like
it wasn't
rebar.
barbed. It was rebar.
Like those like
It was jagged at
steel-
the end though.
Yeah.
Oh,
But when he tried to put his weight over it, that's when he ripped. And then Ronald got off, and then like he started walking, and then he started calming down, and then Ronald started like lagging in the back, and I was like, "Hey, yo, are you good?" And I saw him dripping blood. I was like, "What the fuck?" And then Ronald said, "No, I'm good.
I didn't feel
good."
when it happened, or maybe I did, but I didn't think it was like that serious or something. I can't remember what I was.
Everyone who saw it were like, "Yo, we gotta call it quits." But you were like soldiering up, and then you're just like, "All right, we gotta make it to the club. We gotta make it to the club. We gotta go. We gotta
wait,
go."
I thought you were already in the club.
No, this is before
No.
the club.
We had to walk another like several blocks just to get to the club with him bleeding out, and
We
then
weren't, the
we
crazy
didn't
thing is
want
we
to
weren't
like.
even that far. I don't know why I was in such a rush. Crazy.
Did you at least wrap your hand?
Yeah, we
No.
tried to wrap his hand with like
Or,
we tried to
I
we tried to
guess.
hide it. We tried to hide it from the bouncer because we didn't want the bouncer to see it.
I don't even remember that. I remember vaguely what the club looked like, and I remember it being like packed. I remember we were in the bathroom trying to like wash it, and there was like hella dudes just looking.
There was a doctor that there was one of the people that came in the restroom, and he turned out to be a doctor, and he saw the wound, and he was like, "Yo, as a doctor, I'm gonna say like you should get that checked out.
That's
You should
crazy.
get that checked out. Yeah, clean the wound. You should get that checked out. You shouldn't stay here any longer."
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm trying to run
Anyways,
it back. In
Yeah, anyways,
2023?
yeah.
We need
I'm trying to run it back,
tomorrow.
but I'm telling you, I'm gonna be sober. Like I'm not.
No. Okay, fine.
Dude, we can have
Then
fun while sober. I didn't realize that before, but you
I'm
know,
gonna be
that's it.
Sasseroni McFucked.
All right, and I'm gonna jack your shit if you try to jump over a fence or something.
No, I don't go that crazy when I'm drunk. But like
Respect.
so I remember I was sauced in Austin and I asked you, Henry, to watch me. And you were like frolicking with Sebastian in front of me again, running it back,
We
right?
always
You
say
and
frolicking.
Sebastian were frolicking ahead and I scraped my hand on some like dirty, rusty fence.
Oh, dude, you were fine. I saw.
No,
that.
I wasn't fine. I was like stumbling, bro. And I tripped
No.
and I scraped my hand on some fence. And then I asked you if I could have some hand sanitizer because I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get tetanus. Like, I was not like, I don't know. I was okay, but I could have got robbed behind you guys and you would not have noticed.
No. The coast was clear. There was no one next to us. You're good.
True. It was also
You're
like
good.
in the middle of a lot of people's.
Yeah, it was on 6. So to give some context, it's a very busy highway. And there's a lot of like pedestrians going back and forth. Yeah, you're good. You're good. And there was like a safety zone, so it's like no one from the sides can attack.
There were
us.
helicopters too.
Yeah, it's 6 at night. It's like low key more safe than 6 during the day. So
Wait, what? Talking about 6th Street
yeah.
Where I'm gonna be
low-key. There's a
working
lot more cops.
in
There's
July?
a lot more cops.
Working?
Yeah, my office is on 6th Street.
Oh no. Your office is on E6.
Oh, okay. Wait,
Yeah,
what is
E6 is a lot
E6?
more.
That's like the nice
It's
part.
like there's like a big highway separating the bar areas from E6. But your office, we're probably cutting this out, right?
No, I'm just saying. It's
Okay,
on
but your
6th Street.
office, yeah, your office is like it's next to like a few bars, but I wouldn't say it's like the crazy rowdy bars. It's like the let's get some mimosas, let's get brunch bars.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be getting an orange juice instead.
Nice.
Sober 2023 gang. No, not 2023 gang.
I'm trying to go clubbing in March. Wait, so are we not going ham though?
No, we're gonna go clubbing and all that shit. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm not going to because
Yeah, and I perpetually cannot
that
drink.
this shit has fucked me up too many times in my life. I've done too many sus things. I should have stopped after this. This should have been a good time, but I can
Every
tell you
time I've been drunk, it's been a good ass time.
that's because
I've only been hungover.
you have limits. Like you know your limits. I don't have limits, bro. I'll just go crazy.
Good catch, Henry. I saw that.
Thank you.
You just kill a bug,
Yeah, fungus gnats, dude. If you have plants, they're annoying.
bro. Do CPR on that bug right now. Bring it back.
Nah, it's like smushed into oblivion.
Pesticides. Spray that shit. Spray that fucking what's that thing that makes the frogs gay?
Fluoride.
No.
That was fluoride. It was fluoride.
No, it's
No.
fluoride.
There's
in the
something
water,
that makes...
the drinking water. They put fluoride in the drinking water.
No, but that's not what Alex Jones was talking about.
No, it's that's what I'm
No.
referencing. He said fluoride, isn't it?
It was a
They're turning the frogs gay.
no. It was
He was in the Callahan documentary actually.
atrazine.
Atrazine. What the fuck is that?
You know what's crazy? It actually does make the frogs gay.
That's the thing
Like,
about Alex
there's-
Jones. He spits facts a lot of times.
Well, there was like I saw like this whole like I don't know what I was doing, but I was just like I had a documentary just like playing in the background, and it was this dude like actually investigating the research and like why Alex Jones said that, and basically like the creators of atrazine, they were like, so the thing about atrazine, there was this dude that he was like a scientist that he had a study on atrazine, and he found that like atrazine has significant links to hermaphroditism in frogs, and they like basically they like turn gay, like actually they turn gay or whatever, right? Or they have like what is it, like sexual malfunction or like sexual dysfunction or whatever. And so he basically had the study, and the EPA I think threw it out, and they never acknowledged it because so what happened was the creators, so EPA actually like they went to the creators of atrazine and they asked the atrazine creators, they were like, hey, can you basically like design a method of conducting this study to see if atrazine is safe, and then present your research to us. So basically the creators of atrazine were able to like set the standard for what was considered like an acceptable study or not, and they submitted their own data, and obviously since they're the creators, they're like, oh yeah, it's totally safe, like there's no bad side effects or whatever. And then since they submitted the guidelines for how to create like a good study of atrazine, no one else could replicate that data. So the only data that EPA was operating on was data from the creators of atrazine themselves. And so basically they're also the only ones that have been lobbying that it's safe. And I think the same people that are involved are like the people that were lobbying for like tobacco. So it's kind of sus. That's all I'm saying.
Pretty sus. Not unexpected. That's just how America works. Just bribe your way.
Yeah, I think public health science is just fucked. A lot of information is just like
Martin
not
Shkreli
good.
was right.
About what?
About what? Charging like thousands of dollars for diabetes life-saving drugs, or
I'd say based.
it is illegal technically. That is price gouging, and that's why he went to jail.
Is it illegal?
It is, yeah.
I thought he went to jail for other things like money laundering.
He went to jail for insider trading, I think. But it also is illegal to price gouge. I think he got away with it somehow, but now they changed the rules. I think.
I would do the same thing. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But I used to sell FIFA coins on eBay,
And
so I'm basically him. I am Himothy.
that dude went to jail.
That's me.
He had this funny. You know, there's this. I think her name is Laura. She's like this older Asian woman that has like a crypto podcast.
Laura Shin?
Yeah, Laura Shin.
Yeah.
He had Martin Shkreli on, or she had Martin Shkreli on the podcast, and basically he was giving advice to SBF on how to survive in prison, and the show was hilarious. He's like, you need to tee the fuck up because you look like a feminine like soy boy. They're gonna turn you into the bitch day one. So,
Wait, Martin Shkreli definitely was comfortable in prison though.
what do you mean?
Yeah, he was able to like play tennis like at his in
No,
his
yeah,
prison.
for sure, but he still was like it's not like people in prison are like absolutely nice. Like there are definitely some shady characters. I felt like he
Wasn't-
learned how to navigate that shit too.
Wasn't SBF like in the medical ward when he was in prison?
Was he?
Yeah, like he was in like the medical ward, separate from the rest of the prison.
Yeah, that's
That's
not.
what I heard.
It's not surprising. I mean, he's gonna like whatever happens to him, he'll be all right. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, I mean he'll get booty blasted a little bit.
Not for sure, but he was already doing that before, so it's not gonna
Yeah,
change
yeah.
for him.
Bro, what is the sex orgy rumors? I don't understand.
Him, Caroline Ellison, Sam Trabucco, Nishay
Yeah.
Patel, they were all in this gigantic mansion in the Bahamas, just like having meth fuel.
Okay, someone actually asked him during one of the interviews with SBF when SBF was like actively like talking to journalists
Mhm.
before he got arrested. Someone actually asked him about that, and he's like, "No, nothing happened there. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even living there most of the time. I'm trying to
As a
mimic
matter
him.
of fact,
as best
I'm a
I can.
virgin. Wait, so
No, he's definitely.
so were those claims of like a sex orgy ever substantiated?
No,
No, it's probably propaganda.
So where did that even come from then?
People were just mad they lost their money and they started making up shit. Oh no, it came from the Joe Rogan podcast. He was the first one to popularize it. He was just like, it's a bunch of fucking geeks hopped up on methamphetamine, fucking in this Bahama mansion. Like he said something like that, and then just took off. I think.
yeah, I don't think he realized like what SBF looked like or the type of person he was. He probably thought he was like some like venture VC.
No,
guy.
I think he knew at that
He
point.
did?
I think he knew.
Oh,
he just thought it was
weird.
like some like weird like nerd orgy, like the weird
VCs are crazy.
nerd
That's all
orgies
I'll
that happen
say.
here.
VCs are nuts.
They are
The
nuts.
DJs, the
ones that I
DJs,
met
the
in
aping and
Portugal
stuff.
are nuts.
that's a dead breed of VCs. They all got wiped out. They're all
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah, that was
No.
before they went extinct.
Yeah. Now it's back to the Chamath, Polyhopatia, and Jason Calacanis type.
What happened to
What
fucking
happened
what was his name? Jack, the CEO of Twitter.
Jack Dorsey. He started some new project that's actually kind of related to what I work on in my part-time job. But he just started like a new like social media company or something, like a new startup.
Oh, I saw a thing on Blind. Basically, someone said like, and they were pretty close apparently to the situation. They said that Jeff Bezos is coming back to Amazon.
Interesting. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. Do you have any opinion on that?
Um,
Also, why did Henry mute and deafen? Kind of suspicious.
a little suspicious, but I think I don't know. I don't know why he would do that. Like if I was 6 years old and like a centibillionaire, like I definitely wouldn't be coming back to work. I guess he's dissatisfied with how it's going, but I mean Amazon's kind of killing it. I think I don't know what he's doing.
They just laid off a bunch of people though.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like that's more like preparatory. Like they have cash, like they could pay the salaries, but I think it's just like the trend of everyone cutting down on operations costs.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think it's because they're like, in risk of going bankruptcy like some of the other companies. Same thing with Salesforce. I thought that they have a ton of cash. Apple as well, they have a ton of cash. Like a lot of these companies, like the biggest companies, they all have just stupid amounts of cash on hand on the balance sheet.
Motorola.
The fuck? Motorola? Does that even exist?
You don't know Motorola?
No, I know. It's like a phone company from like 10 years ago. I don't know. What do they do now?
I just mentioned that because I'm still looking at pictures of Giannis on Google Images, and I guess the Bucks have Motorola as a sponsor because they're on their jersey. So Motorola is apparently pretty. BlackBerry, the company BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Apparently they're pretty popping actually. Like they're doing some shit with like AI.
Really?
Yeah, like they're actually like. Wait.
How is that possible? No one in the world has a BlackBerry phone anymore. Like they peaked like 20 years ago in terms of usage. Prevalence.
Apparently they're like, I think they're kind of like they do like kind of what IBM does now.
Or like tech consulting kind of stuff.
Yeah, which is kind of based.
It is.
My dad had a BlackBerry. I remember that shit was fun to play on. We used to always play this game called Brick Breaker.
Oh,
and,
yeah. It was the one with like
I-
had a scroll wheel on it in the middle.
Yeah,
Facts.
and we would always compete like for high scores. And like he would give me his phone for a little bit. I would like beat his score, and then next time I asked for it, like the score would be higher because he would just try to beat me.
Damn.
And then I would try and beat him, and then he would beat me with like a baseball baseball bat. Wait, sorry. Let's try and get the clip. So I'm gonna say that like without laughing. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, fuck. I need to stop smiling too. Alright. So basically, my dad had a BlackBerry. I think this was in like the early 2000s or something, because I remember just being. It was just before I moved, so this was when I was like super young, and we would always play this game on his phone called Brick Breaker. Basically, we would just always compete for the high scores.
Classic.
And I would ask for his phone, and then I would beat the high score, give it back to him, and the next time I asked for it, like a couple days later, the high score would be higher because like he would beat it himself, and then I would beat it again, and then he would like pull out a baseball bat and beat me, and then I would like beat his high score again.
Whoa, wait, you said what about a baseball bat?
Oh, I was just saying like he would beat my high score like all the
Okay.
time. He was like really good at the game. Fuck, I can't do it without laughing. It's too hard.
Damn. Your dad pulled a Justin Roiland.
Was there a baseball bat? Dude, wait, I didn't see this. Hold on, Justin Roiland.
It happened in like 2020, but it's just now coming out.
That's fucking based. I would do the same thing.
What do you mean? Which parts? The false
No,
imprisonment?
I would come out in 2020. I mean,
Oh, okay. We come out as what?
I'm gay. This is me coming out. Wait, let me ask you something, okay? If you had a friend, all right, actually wait, you do have friends that make like hella gay jokes, but let's say like you had one really good friend, like not us, right? You have one really good friend that would always make really, really gay jokes, like just consistently. Maybe like touch your dick and like grab your dick and shit, and like you saw each other's dicks hard as a joke, right? And then he came out to you one day and he was like, "Hey, I'm actually gay." What would you think about that?
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care, but from that day forward, I would be like noticing if they're like coming on to me or some shit. I'd have to shut that down.
Coming onto you.
Stop. I have gay friends now that try to come on to me, but I respectfully decline. That's what
Come onto you.
that's what I don't get, right?
Like soggy biscuit type shit.
No, just like
Are you playing soggy biscuit with your gay friends?
no,
Ronnie?
just advancing to me. But this is what I don't get, right?
Yeah.
I feel like when in the past I've made like approaches to talk to people, the response is always hostile. I think, like, whenever I get it, I'm just like, all right, bro, like that's not how I rock. So it's cool with it. I just think people need to be more understanding.
Do you mean advances as like you're in a gay bar and someone's actually trying to get with you, or do you mean just like as a joke?
No, I mean like someone's actually trying, like at a gay bar or like a gay friend.
I saw this I think it was like a TikTok comment or something. I think it was just like talking about how like the gay bar environment with like, you know, the experience of like a straight guy in a gay bar versus like a straight girl in a gay bar